What's up, everyone? In this video, we're going to be doing the weekly recap of the stat modeling program. Looking at the stock market from this week, it was definitely a red week for SPY, and we saw a lot of choppy movement intraday. So with that out of the way, let's get right into this week's recap. So starting out with the swing plays, there are not really too many updates on this side of things. Basically, the only update is I rolled the NSE put play. Basically, this strike price is pretty far out of the money and the expiration date's pretty soon, so I just wanted to limit some risk. The direction has been absolutely amazing so far, but it isn't moving quick enough to justify holding an option that is that far out of the money. So I decided to roll the play to have a little bit extra time and to increase the probability of this trade, moving in a good way. So that's really it for the swing plays, and I definitely am still excited to see how this play progresses. Getting into the bot plays for this week, it wasn't really a good week. We're just going to be honest when the weeks are bad. Basically, looking at the hybrid plays from the week, there was no trading on Monday, but for Tuesday, that play didn't pop. On Wednesday, the play popped a tiny bit. Thursday, the play popped a little bit. It didn't really fall either. It just, rose just a little bit. It's good that it didn't fall, but, at the same time, it didn't really do anything to the upside. Then the play on Friday worked in a good way. It popped by like 27 to 26%, which is good to see, but still, it's not really anything like too crazy. So we've definitely been seeing a slowdown, over the past week. What normally happens in situations like this is like when you have SPY just barely moving intraday in a consistent way, it makes day trading difficult. But the good thing is that these times normally don't last too long. Like every now and then you might have a week or two where it's just like the movement super choppy and brutal, but those pass and eventually day trading, goes to its normal state and it just becomes, easier relative to these current market conditions. So basically what we're seeing right now is basically any breakout, whether it's to the upside or the downside, get rejected. So for example, you can see like the SPY broke down, but it couldn't hold that and it popped right back up. And then when it tried to break out to the upside, it got rejected and came right back down. And then towards the end of the day, it bounced again and started coming right back up. So it was like this giant roller coaster, and we've basically been seeing a somewhat similar move each day. It's just like the breakouts can't sustain themselves. But like I said, these normally don't last too long, and the market will eventually return to normal. And, as always, the theta plays are doing great. If you do not short put options already, I very strongly recommend it. You can literally get paid to buy stocks at low prices. There's no better strategy out there. As long as the stock you are selling a put on is a stock you're fine holding for the long term, and as long as the strike price you are selling the put at is a price for the stock that you're willing to hold it for the long term, it becomes a win-win over long periods of time. So if you need any help shorting puts, feel free to ask Tom, Hunter, or me in the chat. Besides that, thank you guys so much for watching, and have an amazing weekend.